Silence, stillness, calm. The ability to keep the mind empty is a powerful tool. It doesn't just keep you calm, it also enables you to focus on what's in front of you. And to be able to do that on a constant basis doesn't just take practice, discipline, but also a lot of work with their own internal resistance. This resistance makes us think of other things, other futures, other options, and other exits from doing what we have to do right now, or what we told ourselves we will do right now. And to learn to be okay sitting there, feeling uncomfortable, sitting in that discomfort, is the biggest tool any one of us can have in progressing in our lives. And the future we want is on the other side of sitting with that discomfort. It's all about being present and doing what needs to be done, rather doing what you've told yourself actually has to be done. And as we put our butt on our chair and we do the work, we realize the value of this. Now, I've been journaling for a long time now. It's been a few years. It's one of those journals I've written in a lot. And every time I sit down to write, I think about how so many people talk about journaling, how so many people give you different ways to journal. But what nobody tells you is the simplest way to start and to overcome that one big hurdle you have before you journal. Because if you actually overcome that one big hurdle to journaling, it teaches you how you can overcome so many things that we all struggle with. We all struggle with moving forward when we feel uncomfortable, right? Our mind is wired to tell us that, oh, this is going to be uncomfortable. This is going to give you some amount of discomfort. It's even going to give you some amount of pain. So let's just do something that's easy, right? Don't sit down and write, just like type it on a laptop. Or don't create something by writing on paper. Maybe shoot a video, and then suddenly we'll go into research mode and you're scrolling through YouTube like you are right now. And eventually you forget what you started off wanting to do. So today I thought I'll tell you how I journal, how I came down to this process. It's the simplest process I could find. I've done everything from guided journals to gratitude journals and everything else. I could never stick to making it a habit. Till one day, I actually sat down and did something that was so simple, it felt too easy. Then I did again and again and again. I've been doing this now for about 2-3 years. So today, I thought I'll share with you my simple journaling practice in a very raw, uncut manner, but also tell you what you can overcome by just doing this. But if we go there, I want to make sure you click on subscribe and ring that bell icon. Go into how I actually journal. First things first, put away all the devices. Put away your phone, put away your laptop. Just pick up a notebook which has nothing in it. Pick up a notebook, pick up a pencil, find a pen, and do one thing. There's this practice called the morning pages, which Julia Cameron talks about. It's a way for artists to build their process. What you should do is every morning, as soon as you wake up, sit down, open a page, put down the date, and just write a page. That's all. It doesn't matter what you write. It doesn't matter what you say. It doesn't even matter if you say one word again and again. You might have a mantra you want to repeat again and again and again. You might have a thought from last night you want to put down here. You might actually want to sit down and write something you have been struggling with in your own head. And here is where the first hurdle comes in. The first hurdle comes in when you actually sit down and you start thinking about what to write. The first thing comes to mind is, oh, if someone reads this, it should sound good. So the first couple of pages you'll write, and if I go back to some of my earliest pages, I realized that I was writing to impress people who might read it, right? I'm writing with I'm making it look nice and neat, and I'm putting it in a presentable format. But never really felt like it was fully there. So I kept writing. And I could never fill a page. I would always have smaller sections, and I would go on. Till one day, maybe a week or 2 weeks, or could have even been a month later, I said, no one's going to read this. Let me just write down what I'm thinking about. So I actually sat down picked up a pen, and just wrote just the first thing that came into my mind. And as I started writing, I cared less and less about how the sentences were flowing. I cared less and less about what I was even saying. And I just wrote a page, right? And as I did that, I suddenly felt a load lift off my head. Because most times we have a lot of stuff going on in our heads. And when we have a lot of stuff going on in our heads, what we tend to do is hold them in. We think we can process these things by thinking about them. Okay, I focus on this meeting I have tomorrow, or how do I have this tough conversation I need to have with somebody else? All these things are in our head, they're going round and round and round. But there is something that happens when you take a pen or a pencil and put it on paper and write down what is going on in your mind. And the moment you do that, something happens. It's almost like you're having a conversation with yourself. But when you put it on paper, that tactileness, that feeling of this going on that page just makes you feel clearer. Because you're getting all the junk out of your head. You're getting all the stuff that's clogging up your clarity. And the more you write down, you will suddenly go from paragraphs like this is like 4 days on 2 pages, to eventually coming down to 1 page per day, to sometimes, and I know I've had this sometimes, and I'll write like 2 pages in a day. Because what I'm trying to say is what I went to sleep thinking about, what I was thinking about while I was sleeping, and most importantly, what I woke up wanting to channel in my mind. And the more of my thoughts I put it here, didn't worry about somebody reading it, didn't worry about making it seem structured and organized. And that's where the laptop and the phone really come in, right? When you're typing something out, you're also trying to edit it. But when you're writing it down, there is no editing. You can either scribble it off and write it again. So it is the purest form for you to take what's in your mind. It's called a brain dump. Take what's in your brain, and dump it onto the page. And this is the simplest way to journal. This is the best way for you to start your day. It's also a great way to end your day. Some days I have a heavy day and I end my day off and I sit down and I just open a page up and I just write. And there is something to doing that which just calms you down. Takes away all that fog in your head. Takes away that smoke that's covering your vision towards your vision in life. It teaches you, like something I've written here saying, teaches you to be calm. No matter what happens, you learn to be calm, to hold this state of calmness, which is honestly the greatest tool you can possess. Because no matter what is going on around you, no matter what is thrown at you, when you are calm, you see things more clearly. When you remove the clutter, when you remove all that is blocking your vision, you see things clearly. So you want to start a journaling practice, or you just want some mental clarity, or you want to find a way to bring calm amidst the storm of your life. Pick up a notebook, pick up a pen, write 1 page a day. Do that for as long as you can. And some days you'll wake up and say, okay, I woke up late today, I can't write. I'm rushed, I can't write. Don't write that day. The point is, you can miss a day, but never miss 2 days in a row. That's when you lose the habit. I am now many, many days into this. This is my 2nd or 3rd notebook over the last couple of years. So that's it for this reasonably crisp but raw video on this channel and Founders Notes. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you already do journal. Let me know if you've tried this and struggled with it. Drop them in the comments. Let me know. Let me also know what else you might want to learn. The whole point of me doing this is taking stuff that I've learned in my life, be it health, be it mindset, be it about learning about my own emotions, be it about relationships, and as a leader, and really sharing all that with you in the most raw, authentic way possible. So let me know what you think. Click on subscribe, ring the bell icon, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're a parent and you finished watching this video and you want your kid to build more emotional intelligence and more emotional strength, then make sure you check out the EMoMee YouTube channel. I'm dropping the link down below. It's a place where your kids can actually learn about everything from confidence to their own emotions to building resilience and emotional strength and so much more. We're going to be dropping a ton of content there for parents to show their kids. But even if you're a grown-up, you might learn a bunch of things over there as well. So make sure you check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.